Alrighty, welcome everyone to VR Jungle, a Havoc podcast. This is season 2, episode 3. We have some very interesting stuff that we're going to talk about, and as you all know, I am the host, Geralty, and I have over here my lovely Avatar co-host, Pickle Ostrich. How you doing, Pickle?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing all right. living, living the life. A little tired.
A
I was
little tired?
telling Daryl before I joined that I just woke up, but well,
Yeah, I messaged you and I send you the link to our thing. And you're just like, wait, what? I just woke up. Oh man, I was just like, uh oh. Gonna have a tired avatar falling asleep while we're doing this
yep.
podcast. So, we do have some pretty exciting news. If you haven't seen any of our posts, if you see up on the very top right there, or when you were seeing the starting soon, you don't see our old logo anymore. Last week I saw this image and I'm just like, dude, this has gotta be uh, our new logo, and I'll add some color to it and figure out. So we have this new logo. Pickle helped me out with a lot of the color. How you like the new logo?
I think it looks very clean.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely definitely more fitting than mint.
Yeah, I was just trying to make it, and like it was just me at the time. I was just like, it looks okay. But when you said the mint thing, I do remember when I was making the logo, I was in like pulling things from a branding thing for like food. So maybe it was like a tea leaf or a mint leaf, and I just said, oh, VR Jungle got some leaves, so. But I definitely think the monkey, the gorilla, is way more fitting, um, and looks more like got some power
More
to it.
jungly.
More jungly. There we go, for
Yeah.
sure. And he's got a VR headset on, and so he's probably playing gorilla tag or something, being
Oh
number
yeah,
one in the world
for
there.
sure. Have you
Yeah,
played a lot of Gorilla Tag?
dude.
Have you played that game?
I got in there one time, and it's I just didn't like the controls. And someone told me you can grab on
Hmm.
the things, but I just felt like it didn't let me grab. And you're
You
just
don't
doing
actually grab. You have to like
flaying yourself,
smack it
right?
with both hands, and then like to climb a tree, you gotta go woof,
Really.
woof. Yeah.
So I thought it was always just one, like swooping, swooping. Well, I did that. Like I played it one time. I think I was gonna like do it for like some podcast or some review or
Hmm.
something, or someone was like, "Hey, let's get on it." And I just get in the very first time, do the tutorial, and then all of a sudden I go into the main lobby area and there's just like 20 kids screaming my ear. Like I'm just like, what in the world am I walking into? And it was very interesting. Like there's like these kids in this clubhouse talking about their monkey cheeks, and I'm just like, what in the world am I watching right now? Like, jeez. And so I'm just, I don't know. Then I couldn't climb a tree, and I'm just like, I give up on those games. I was like, I played it once for like maybe an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's fun, but some of the like stuff you do, the community's gotten like really good at it.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, like they'll make it so like you'll never be able to touch them. They'll just be like bouncing off the walls, like
Yeah. Like
yeah,
um, I've seen people like put like TikToks together, right? And
hmm
they're jumping around and they're grabbing trees like I've never seen. It's nuts. Like some of them are just like boom, like it's pretty like legit. Like I was like I want to be able to do that, and it's just like they must have been doing a lot of practicing.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely a game that some people it's like their main game.
Yeah. What's your arm doing down there?
Just chilling, just
It was nudging for a
so
second. I get kind of concerned because you're a naked avatar. I don't know where your hand's going.
that's true. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, so new logo, and we're gonna be getting into the leagues around VR. Unlike last week, going all the way through my Discord and trying go through everyone's comments and everything, and maybe put a risk to myself. I went through every single one of them. I just didn't get the NEPA Pro Series one, which kind of stinks. They just finished their NEPA Pro Series this week. I can get the old chart pulled up maybe, but if anything, we can see the chart that I got sent. But we'll talk about Population 1 through the Arc League. We'll talk about the Arc League Larcenauts. There was a tournament, a community tournament for Vertical Shift that we'll talk about, and we'll kind of show like their interesting teams they have there. So let's get into this. I'm gonna go ahead and push you over here. Oh geez, grab over. All right, so we're going to our desktop view, and what am I gonna have up first? Okay, so we're gonna be talking about Population 1 first for the Arc League. I have all of their what do you call it, spreadsheets pulled up. So these spreadsheets that I have are all available in the Discord for every single division they have. They have the blue, the purple, the gold, and the diamond division. I'm not going to be saying all these names. I'm just going to kind of show you who's kind of the first through 10. I'm not going to, obviously this one has 39 teams. But if you really want to see all the teams and their standings, you can go and actually go to the website. But so right now, there are the top 10. I've never heard of some of these teams. The blue division are like new up and coming teams that is probably just created a team and wanted to try and get a taste of competitive play. Then we move up to the purple division where you start getting into a little bit better players. I'm probably like purple gold right now since I hardly play pop, but I could probably stand with some of them. There's the top 10 right there, and I don't think so. We have teams for Havoc in here, but I don't think we have anything that's in the purple. But there's the top 10 right there. And also, if you didn't know, there's also more tabs down here that you can actually dive into the standings. So like January 12th, let's see the 22nd here. You can actually see all of the games that happened and who won where. So these spreadsheets are pretty much filled with a lot of information that if you are into Population 1 competitive play, that you could view this. So it's a lot of good information. Here's Gold Division. I need to close these while I do this so my computer will run fast. I got 1,000 things open. There's the Gold Division right there, and I believe we do have a team in here. Yeah, we have Havoc Storm right there, sitting at 3rd place, so that's pretty awesome. And then we have Havoc Emphasis that is in 16th place right there. So I think by the end of this season, Havoc Storm will probably end up be pushed into the Diamond Division. We hope so. And then here is the highest, the grand total, like, the highest of the top players here. Like, we got Cobra Cartel that has been known for winning a lot of things, a lot of tournaments. They got good players. You got Hexlink. I don't know where the hell they came from. They're just there.
They were Homeland. They bought out Homeland.
They bought out Homeland, huh?
Like yeah, I think Storming just straight up is like, hey, I'll buy you guys.
So they bought the players, or they bought because Homeland is an organization and they're pretty big on Pancake games too. So
are they?
They have. I think they have. I believe they have a Call of Duty team and a CS:GO team. Their website's pretty good, and they actually show who their pro players are, and it's a nice website. So I know that something happened with Population 1 that they just didn't want to do anymore. So I guess the Homeland team,
so maybe they got their players.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because out of that deal, we have Chris TB. What is it? Chris
TBG.
Yeah, thank you. He is now going to be in Havoc as a sub, and eventually have a team there. So we right here, Supreme. A lot of people know Supreme. They used to be part of Havoc, and then we have a Havoc team in here. Where you at? Where you at, my Havoc team? You see it? There it is. Havoc Juniors right there, sitting in 8th place. So this, I think they're only like, week 2 of this. So we'll see how this plays out. And on here, you will see everyone jump up and around. So we'll show this every week. All right, then we're going to go, let's get out of this website. Let's go to something where you can talk about here. Let's go to the Larcenaut standings. since you are competitive. Lars Knots, this is a nice tiny little image
Yep.
I got right here. So the league standings and this one right here, if you're interested in Lars Knots, this is in the Arc League Discord. We have Disorient with 5 points, Hexalink with 7 points, Havoc leading with 8 points, and then Paragon is still sitting at 0 points. So you, the team played against Disorient this week. You want to talk about
Mhm.
how that went, and was it pretty even match, blown out match? What was it?
It was a pretty good match for us. We definitely we like before in our Hexalink match, we were all kind of rusty. We hadn't been playing,
Yeah,
and it definitely showed. It showed. And with this match, we kind of made a good return to form. We asserted our dominance once again.
there you go.
You
There you
know,
go.
we won by pretty large margins. I believe it was like maybe like 200 to
Awesome,
750 on like one of the refills or something,
awesome.
like uplink. But yeah,
You
we
got it.
did really good. We had a just good return to form, had a lot of good comms, which is kind of what we struggled with the Hexaling server. So
Yeah,
I definitely like kind of, I took over the place of Contra since he was out for
for so long.
whatever.
He finally got
Yeah.
his card back in. Yeah, he had a card
Yeah.
issue, so he'll be coming back and everything, and we'll
Mhm.
see how that dynamic changes when we get him back in there. I know he's been practicing.
Right.
But this week coming up for Monday through what is it? Just Thursday to Thursday, whatever. I think until Thursday, we will be playing against Paragon. See how that pans out, and then it's gonna
Mhm.
be Hexalink against Disorient, and then I believe that we go into the championship rounds. Who's gonna get first, second? Who's gonna get third and fourth, and then have a week break, and then start another season. And so, if you're into Lars Nuts and you want to put a team together, you have about 3 weeks to get a team ready and then be part of this new season here.
For sure. And like I mean, I'll shout out Acid's clan, Team
Yeah,
Immortal, they're looking for people, so
yeah,
definitely if you guys are in, go to the free agents channel or talk to Acid Fire Spice in the Discord. I don't know if let me check if his name's still that because he probably changed it.
hmm
Um but yeah, he's looking for players. He's looking for good players. So
awesome.
definitely, yeah. Okay, he's number 47, hottest rat on earth right
All
now.
right, there you go.
But yeah, yeah. I guess
uh,
I could explain the rat later if you want. I could
yeah,
explain that in
we'll have
this.
to figure out what. Yeah, that's kind of interesting name there. Like, you guys change your names in these discords so much that there was one time in our Discord someone changed their name to TBG, and I thought he's like, "Hey, can I get my roles back?" And I was like looking at it, I go, that I go, what? TBG has his roles, and I was like, oh wait, no, you're no, get your name changed. You're getting kicked out of this freaking thing. Don't do that. So there's those standings. Let's move on to a new game, newish game. It came out in App Labs this year, and by next year it'll be a full release. And it is Vertical Shift. They had a community tournament, which is kind of um, out of the esports thing, but it's kind of getting to show people like what the game's about, get the community involved. So all these teams here are actually esports teams. They're what they called in-game fractions. What do you call it? Not fractions. So like pretty much
Factions.
factions. Thank you. And then in this game, they're built in like kind of communities, and so if you go into their Discord, you can select what team you want. Right here is what the image would look like. So you have the Reaper Dogs, the Kings, Scamanders, Pink Kittens, the Inquisitioners, and then the Ascendants. So you can say, hey, I want to be on Reaper Dogs. You click that, and so when they have another community tournament, you can sign up and you can say, "Hey, I'm part of the Reaper Dogs," and you can just jump into this tournament. Like I think most of their tournaments go like 6 to 8 hours long. They just play a
Oh
whole
wow.
day's worth of stuff. Yeah, and like the good thing is that you don't have to be devoted to that 6 to 8 hours when they do these community events. It's just like, hey, we need someone for the Reaper Dogs. Pop on if you want to play at this time. Blah blah blah. So that's pretty cool. So definitely check out that game and check out the Discord. I'll have all these links in the description at the end of this. I wonder if I X out of this, it'll X out of all of them. So I'm not Xing out of these yet. So let's move on to Echo. Like I said, Echo with the NEPA Pro Series, they just ended. I wish I got the last little table of what they had. I didn't even grab the one before because it was going to be irrelevant. But this one is for VRML Series that is not started yet, but this kind of walkthrough of the dates is just saying that right now they're in qualifiers and they're getting ready to start their season. So if you're interested in Echo, there's gonna be a lot of people shoutcasting these matches here. Let's talk about the last little thing. I've been trying to get faster at saying all these leagues, but there's so many of them. So right here, I just wanted to pull up on Onward VRML. You can go to vrml.com. These matches are all the upcoming matches. They're currently in their season, and there's quite a bit of them that are matches going on. And you can also see the team standings, worldwide, America East, Europe, and all that. So these games right here. No casters are set for these. These are all today, so no casting for Onward today. And then for Pavlov VRML, these are the matches that you could see coming up. And again, it doesn't look like there's any casters, so we'll see as it comes who ends up on top in these leagues down the road. So now that I flew through, I'm gonna have to start doing Sports Center stuff like dun-na-na before without getting trademarked. I don't know if that sounds trademarked or not.
It probably is.
So I have a lovely picture. Who is this? Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
All right. Well, his name starts with an M and ends with, and his last name starts with a Z. Who am I talking about?
MZ.
Oh, come on, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh.
So I have this lovely guy pulled up on our screen. And you want to kind of talk about why I have him pulled up?
Yeah, so the basic gist of why we're gonna talk about the good old Zuck is because he's under fire for anti-competitive practices in the VR community and in just social media in general.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, it is the FTC is reportedly under investigation. But in this article, and I'll have the link of this article if you want to dive more into it, that they already have the approval of going on the matter of actually going forth on this. You know, he's been under hot water before, and then you get to see memes for a whole entire week of him gulping water like a freaking lizard human that he might be. You know, who knows? But the one thing I did want to bring up, and I wanted to get your opinion on this, is them changing it says early 2022, so that's now that they're changing the Oculus Quest name to the Meta Quest, and they're changing the Oculus app to the Meta app. You got any opinions on that?
I think Meta's a stupid name. I'm not too much of a fan of it. It sounds dumb and I don't know. I think Oculus makes sense for it just makes it feels right.
Yeah,
you know.
I know, and it's kind of weird that it stinks that they just won't release Oculus back to being their own company, and then just like, hey, let's have a partnership because he's so into this metaverse and then the meta thing that he's like it says at the end of this that there's at the lawsuit it aims to force Meta, which is Facebook Meta, however you want to say it right now, because Meta, yeah, it's kind of weird they just out of nowhere said, hey, we're changing the name, to sell off all of its subsidiaries like Instagram and WhatsApp. Like, I don't really think that'd be a problem, but like, who would buy those? Like, Instagram right now is already in hot fire because they're saying like pretty much young women are getting on this and feel like they're being body shamed or they have to live up to an expectation. So Instagram's already under fire. So I wonder if it's just gonna eventually just like dissipate and go away. But I like Instagram. I like looking at pictures and stuff. And then WhatsApp. I think the only people use WhatsApp for is to find out where the nearest cop is at. So that's all I know that thing is used for. Yeah. So we'll definitely see how this pans out. I really want to keep an eye on how this is going to turn out, and it's going to be really weird to see Like I'm instead of saying I'm on my Oculus app, like I'm on my Oculus, I'm gonna have to say I'm on my Meta. Like what?
Yeah. It's just I don't know, and I hate their new logo too. It looks dumb.
It's an Infinity logo, right?
It is, but it's like an M-shaped one.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It looks really bad. The Oculus logo, it's clean, it's simple. We don't need this meta like trashy logo.
Yeah, but it's just like Facebook's keeping their logo still. It's still an F. I mean, like even though the company's named Meta, like they're still calling Facebook Facebook.
Right.
And I think they're pulling it as what they say right here, which is a subsidiary. So with him changing Facebook to Meta, but Meta is the main holder, then technically doesn't it make Facebook a subsidiary of his product, and he's gonna have to maybe sell that off too to get to his goal that he wants? Like,
I think the meta issue is more so that he just keeps buying studios and stuff. Like he's bought Onward. I don't know if Echo is no Echo is already an Oculus Studio thing.
yeah,
Um,
Echo was like one of the very original ones that was, I believe, was purchased. Um,
yeah,
and then Pop One is purchased by
right.
Meta as well. And I just don't like that these games get bought by Facebook, and I know that obviously the studio who gets purchased by Facebook makes a hell of a lot more money and gets a lot more
Oh yeah, they
credibility.
actually get funding and they can like
Yeah,
expand their games and make them better for sure.
exactly, and that's why some indie games like Larcenauts, it's like we don't see as many updates because they only have so much amount of money, so many amounts of resources. But then you have Population One, the game is being updated every Thursday. They're
Hmm.
able to bring events like it's nothing because instead of like 3 to 10 people group of people trying to work on one issue, they have tenfolds, 20, 15, like people that are
Yeah,
allowed to not just have to focus on the whole game. They have their unique niche on like, hey, you're only focusing on gun skins. You're only focusing on
right.
what the map's gonna look like in the next 2 years, stuff like that. And so, but it's gonna be interesting, especially when PSVR makes its new headset.
Mhm.
Like, they're gonna be able to want to play games like Population One, but they can't because it is only an Oculus game. And so I
Right.
think at the end of the day, anyone that's bought by Facebook right now, it's kind of, especially a game like a battle royale game. I could see like a like say like what is it, the Echo game that came out, the game though, not the
Lone
actual Echo,
Echo.
Lone
Lone
Echo.
Echo too.
I
Yeah.
can understand that not being a PlayStation game because it's more of like a
Right.
single player thing, or like Star Wars. A lot of the Star Wars games, I believe, are also PC VR. But what if Sony comes out with a pretty legit, like they came out with Iron Man VR, and we'll never get to play that unless you have PC VR. And so there's things like that, but don't silo a whole entire like battle royale game that probably would be better off if it was also in the hands of PlayStation users as well.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? It's already on PC VR, so maybe it'll come, but don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, no, I mean, this guy's right here in front of me. I mean, richest man in the world, one of them, and he's just creating a powerhouse monopoly, and he's already been in trouble for that. And there was
Mhm.
talks last year that he was almost going to have to sell off the Oculus, but it seems like his direction is 100% into uh, driven to the Oculus and the metaverse. So I don't think he's selling. I think he'll get rid of everything in his property to keep the metaverse. Is how much he's into it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
let's move on from that. I think we talked enough about the Zuckerberg and had him pulled up on our stream long enough. The more you look at the image, he's starting to turn green and scaly, and I'm kind of freaking me out now. I just love watching him drinking water. One time they had a meme of it. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, so oh no, did I close that out of them all? All right, cool. So I can close that out of them. So I want to pull up this right here, and people are like, "What in the world, Geralt C, do you have pulled up right now?" So what I have pulled up right now is a sex doll.
Classic.
Yeah. So, you want to expand on what I just said?
Yeah, because I'm the resident sex doll expert. That's
No,
me.
I'm not saying that.
I'm
I'm
just
just
kidding.
saying. I'm just saying you're the naked avatar in this
That's
podcast.
true. That's
So
true. I'm ready.
maybe,
I'm ready.
maybe you're ready to experience this. And so this is from it's a brothel in what do I say? Berlin.
Berlin.
Berlin, right?
Yeah, Berlin.
And so this right here, this sex doll we have right here is actually tailored to be a physical model, a human model that is actually a real person that looks just
Mhm.
like her. They dress her in the same stuff, but with this, it's a VR experience that you go in. You put on this headset. They have women, they have men, and they talk. They have the technology to talk to you, talk back, moan like straight up Westworld stuff, man. Like it's like, have you ever
Mhm.
seen Westworld where like you can just go kill somebody and then have all sorts of weird orgies with these robots, whatever your imagine is. And so, oh yeah, I forgot to say, if there is anyone younger, this might get a little
This is
interesting.
your
So
time to leave.
yeah, this is your time to leave. We're not gonna get too vulgar with it because this is still a lovely Havoc podcast. We're trying to be family oriented as possible, but I could not pass up talking about this because I'm just like, I saw that in the VR news and I'm just like, what what did I just see?
Mhm.
So, with this, I don't even know where to expand on this right now. It's just I have this thing. It's very real. They're getting pretty interesting, and it is a brothel, so it's like obviously it's legal. I don't know if this would
Yep.
be something that even be possible in America because here's the thing:
I'm not sure.
it's not a real human.
Yeah.
But when does it get kind of edgy when you know that if you're walking into this building, like you have to wear a disguise, you have to put like glasses on and a hood and walk in just be like, what's up? Like, don't like, is it going to become normal? Or it's like, or also, like over in the UK, they have a huge sex trafficking problem with like stealing women, stealing boys, and selling them. Do you think like maybe this might take the edge of that, and more people would be like, hey, I just want to go have a VR experience with an alien instead of this stolen person?
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely impact some of those things for sure. I think I don't know. It's just kind of it's interesting to see. I think it's just more for someone who wants to try something new and
Mm-hmm.
different. They're like physical people. Who wants people when you can have VR aliens fun time?
Yeah, I
But
mean, they say that you can talk to them and they full on have a conversation with you, like if you're just like me and you talking right here, and they have it
mm,
programmed and everything, and I just I don't know. I don't know if obviously it would have to be a PC VR that would handle something powerful enough that to come off very real. But it's just
hmm
like you have the headset on, but who's moving the doll?
yeah, I don't know how that works. Like I wonder if it's just the default and they have like some sort of trackers or something inside the program to like let them know
Where the
inside what
doll's
it
at?
is. Yeah. And like I don't know, I'm for the voice thing, I think they're probably just like off in another room, just like and they can and they have like a microphone just sitting right here and they're just like, oh yeah, that's the spot. That's their exact tone of voice.
No. Interesting.
That's what I got from the article. I'm not sure how 100% true that is, but
I just want to know the reviews. Eventually, when I like, obviously it's going to be a thing, but I want to know like, there's got to be some hilarious reviews, or like, who's even leaving reviews like, yeah, my sex doll didn't do what I wanted it to. It's just like, well, it's not a real thing. But man, like, obviously they're moving it, but it's like, is the doll there, but in the VR headset, it actually looks like it's actually moving. You know, like I'm very
Mhm.
interested on how that's gonna work out. But yeah, like even like I said, it's not only women either. Like they have male sex dolls too. Um,
Mhm.
like I was reading the descriptions on this article, and it said like, "Here's Sally. She likes to have a good time." You know, almost like those things like where she likes to have long walks on the beach, like stuff like that. And
Mhm.
it's like, "Here's Dale. He's a nice alpha male that likes to listen." And I'm just like, what the heck is this? Like, what? Obviously, you guys are creating some weird fantasies because I don't know any man that listens, you know. He just maybe zones out, but sure, like, yeah, he listens. He talks back. He gives you advice. And I'm just like, are you going in there to have fornication with this doll, or are you going in there to have a conversation with it? Like, what are you doing, bud?
Mhm. Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, what do you think about it? Would you try? Would you ever try it?
I I I mean, the biggest thing that would stop me from trying something like that. Oh my, you're just dying over there. I think the reason I wouldn't is because
Oh, I should have drank
like
water. Oh, I'm choking on
clean.
it.
They
Yeah.
they say they clean it out well, but I'd be too worried about it. I'm not a fan of those used holes, you know.
Used holes. They would have to like, man, like I yeah, like you don't know, like that'd be the one thing that would have to gross you out the most is that knowing that it's like it is being used quite a bit. Like you know, who knows if it is or not, but it's like
Mhm.
I would have to watch them clean it.
I don't know. I don't think I'd want to watch seeing what what the last person did to it.
Like, do you have to wear protection? You know, that's these are answers that I didn't get from the article that I want to
I,
dive more into it. I want to know the price. I want to know what, you know, what are they actually seeing and how the dolls are actually physically moving. Who's in the background just being like, "Oh yeah, baby, get that right there." Like, who's making those noises? How clean? Like, what are they using? Like, what bleach are they using? You know, I want to know what type of grade of bleach. Like, you better be cleaning
Mhm.
it all off. They can't be using too much bleach because this is all of the dolls are whatever material. You know what is it called? Not vinyl. What is it?
Like no,
Latex. They're
not like
No, they're latex.
okay.
So,
Their
but
silicone's probably what it actually
yeah,
is.
silicone latex. But I thought bleach eats through that stuff. So you know
Yeah,
that's a
probably.
huge problem there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely want some reviews. Maybe in like a month we bring back this topic and be like, hey, remember that one time we talked about these sex dolls? Well, guess what? I have reviews. Maybe we can read the reviews. Like, you know how funny it would be to just be like, yeah, I walked in. She didn't talk much. It was really weird. Didn't move much either.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's kind of weird though. You know, to think about the direction that we're going and how you think how the future is going to be. So there's like multiple ways that people like back in the say 50s and 60s people thought we were going to be like George Jetsing it, like freaking flying around, very futuristic world. And then
Oh
now
yeah.
we're not anywhere near flying cars. I mean, they have made a flying car, but it's, you know, it's, I think it's going to be worth like only rich people will be flying around in cars. Let me tell you that. No standard middle class person will be flying around a
I
car
don't
anytime
need,
soon.
I saw a video on like there was a lot of stuff that's actually kind of wrong with the idea of flying cars. Like they kind of make it not very practical.
Yeah, I mean,
One of it being like, how do you land it? You
I know,
know?
like you'd have to have aviation classes, and like there's some weird stuff
Exactly.
with it, and I think like unlike vehicles that are on the ground, like you can drive in any weather you want, but you can't fly in any weather you want, you know. So there's issues like that, but the thing is that you would think that we would go the idea of the 60s and the 70s, the people that wanted the future of us having flying cars, you would think that Westworld would be a direction that they want to go, where they have this huge plot of land in like freaking Nevada, and they, you
Mhm.
know, a controlled environment where they can have these robots that, you know, like Westworld. But then there's like I can't remember if it's a book or what, but it's almost like Ready Player One, where the future is actually disgusting, and the only way to have a
Yeah.
good life is through VR. And I think we're the guy that wrote Ready Player One, he was pretty much spot on poverty's high, overpopulated. You know,
Mhm.
we're all scared of going out and saying hi to each other right now. So it's like we all got these headsets right now,
Mhm.
and they're working well. But and so it's like obviously the brothel isn't. They didn't create the idea of it though. These things have already been made. Like there are porn stars, females and males, that have their genitals molded to a T to what they are, and then you can buy their, I guess, their downloadable thing for PCVR,
Mhm.
and they have like there. If anyone is interested in just like wanting a funny aspect of this, Little John, the rapper, um, had an interview and talked about these things with a porn star, and he, he's the funniest guy ever, and especially when he's talking about this stuff, he's like, "No shit,
Mhm.
no shit on what?" I'm just like, "Oh my gosh!" Like he was holding up, and he's just like, "I'm gonna have to try this." Oh man, so yeah, if you ever want an idea of how they work and what they look like, look up the maybe I'll put the link in the I'll find the video. I'll put the link in the description so everyone can enjoy uh, that lovely video that you have to watch.
Yep.
So anything else anything else you want to talk about? Anything VR news related? Anything like that? I did read
Oh.
that the Apple VR headset is being delayed by another year. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. So, mm, um, yeah, no, I can't really think of anything. I had something, but I forgot what it was. I should write it down.
got that sleepy
Oh,
mind.
there's a Iron Rebellion 4v4 was released. I haven't played it yet, but it looks really good.
Iron Rebellion. That just reminded me that I have another picture. But yeah. Anyways, have we talked about Iron Rebellion on here?
No, not at all.
You want to explain what Iron Rebellion is?
Iron Rebellion is like it's a mech game. So you like put inside of a mech and you have like a physical dashboard and switches up top. And the devs plan to have them all do everything. They don't all do everything yet. Like to start right now, you have these switches that you always got to hit like before you
Yeah.
start up every time. Um, it's pretty cool, and you have like a physical joystick that you kind of move around, and you have rest your other hand, just like and
Mhm.
press the joystick, and then yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a little hard to get used to at first, but once you do,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's good fun.
Yeah. And so is mech's an acronym for something, right?
I don't think so, but maybe it is. I think mech is just like shorthand for like mechanized vehicle or something.
Well, what's a mech mean? What's the definition of a mech?
It's like a bipedal like robot tank thingy.
Is Pacific Rim those robots? Are those considered mechs?
Yeah, they are.
They are. Because
Mhm.
those ones like link through your freaking neuro freaking brain and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I know we played it. You're pretty good at it. You whipped my ass in it. That was exciting. It,
Mhm.
I do enjoy flicking the switches on. And at that
Yeah.
time when we played, it was just 1v1. The one thing that I really threw me off is it's the first game I've ever had to play sitting down. So
Right.
you definitely need a gaming chair worth a damn. Like my chair is like my work chair and everything I have it for is that you have to set your handle things almost to where it would be in your chair in your mech, and once you get it
Mhm.
pretty much calibrated with where your hands are at compared to that, it's pretty comfortable, and you make
Oh
sure you
yeah.
have a chair that swivels, um, because I
Oh yeah.
like
You
to do.
don't even need that. You could have a completely still chair because
Oh, that's right.
you
You don't
aim with
swivel.
a
I think that was
yeah.
my problem. One time I tried to swivel and it didn't let me swivel. So yeah, and so They have one thing that rotates you around, and they have one that what jumps and trigger shoots, and it's
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Have they released any new robots yet or mechs?
They released like a laser beam one, but it's not really like a laser beam. It
Laser
shoots a
beam.
bunch of
Love the word
them
laser beam.
faster. I don't. From what I remembered, the Spitfire is still better, which is a default. It's just like heavy artillery rounds that just
Mm-hmm.
kind of, yeah, they do a lot of damage. It's a lot easier to use that, I think, because with the other one, it takes longer to reload, and you have to hit like 75% of your shots or something.
Dang.
So like, and um, it's like automatic as opposed to like um, what's it called? Like semi-automatic.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to like spray perfectly and have really good tracking, and that it's kind of hard for me in that game at least to do some decent tracking.
Yeah.
So I do a lot better with those flick shots with the Spitfires. So I think they're a lot better. But I haven't played in a while, so maybe it's shifted up a bit. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's a little different. So.
Yeah, I definitely want to give. I definitely was waiting for 4v4. The 1v1 was just a little. The map was too big for 1v1, and it was just like if you were good at it, you're gonna like I was. I could hit a target, but still, like I'd be playing some people at like 3 in the morning. They'd be whoop my ass like you were, and I was like, this ain't fun right now. I need some teammates to rely on because
Mhm.
because even the spawns were kind of weird. That even like right when I spawned, you instantly could kill me. So I know
Yeah,
that needed
yeah,
to be fixed.
yeah. The spawns were it was pretty easy to spawn camp in that game. You could just like in the basic 1v1 map, there's like a middle area on the back of it that can reach both spawns. So
Hmm.
you can just rotate around after you kill them on one, you
Yeah.
head to the other, and yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to see some type of ult. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like having like huge missiles like come out the back and just like and just like aim at a target, almost like like an airstrike type thing. That'd be pretty cool to see.
Mhm.
Or just having like right now it's just a base machine gun. It's just like do, and it's pretty slow and everything. But I would like to see like a grenade type thing or like some missile where you just like pull out like an arm and all of a sudden you just like, shoot it right at them. That'd be a cool concept. So, and they're
Mhm.
just they're just app labs, right? They're not fully released. They're still beta.
Yeah.
Are they alpha or
Yeah.
beta?
Probably beta, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're beta actually.
Yeah, and then
Let me
so
check. But
I know that game I enjoyed. I don't have to sweat too much because I got to sit while playing that. So that was all. It's just weird. And I think it was like with that being, it, they need something with the locomotives because I felt like I was getting motion sickness in that game for the weirdest reasons. Um,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Motion sickness wasn't too bad for me, but then again, I'm like,
but when you play games, do you turn in real life or you turn with the joystick?
I turn with the
See,
joystick.
I turn in real life, and I think that's what makes me kind of nauseous. Is that
Gotcha.
when things pan and it's not me moving, it kind of takes my brain to be like, "Yo, dude, that you're not really doing this." Like, but if I'm turning in real life, something with my brain goes, "Oh yeah, this makes sense."
Mhm.
So
So
yeah, is
I
that
just
out now?
the 4v4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's out now, and apparently they have released the Howitzer 115, which is a massive single shot damage long range weapon. So that's probably that missile you're looking for, because it has area effect, fast fire rate, medium range, and
You get
frequent
one bullet.
reload. I think so. I'm not sure. I'd have to play it again, but it looks like they also reworked the laser rifle, so that's not quite the same.
They put it
And
on a
it says
shark.
short range SMG like weapon. Interesting.
Do they have laser sharks?
Laser sharks. Did I say laser shark?
No, I was joking. I
Okay.
just every time I hear lasers, I just remember Austin Powers when he puts lasers on sharks.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that, so definitely try that out. It's in App Labs. You can search it in Oculus. Iron Rebellion. Is it just Oculus or is it also on Steam?
It's on Steam for sure.
Yeah. Is the
Yeah, it's just
graphics any
all
different or
for
is it all the same build?
I believe the graphics are about the same. I
Mm,
don't think there were any massive differences. They might have changed that since launch, but I feel like they're not gonna only do it. They're not gonna make the Steam version better if everyone plays the Oculus one
yeah,
anyway.
I mean that's how it's going right now. Like standalone headsets are the majority of players are standalone anymore. Like PC
Yeah.
PCVR is slowly. I don't think it's ever gonna die because if you have the money and you have the PC, it is PCVR is definitely way better in many
Yeah.
ways. My dogs are opening up my door right now. Very interesting. You just open the door, you just ready to come in. So yeah,
Oh,
so I definitely think it's gonna stay around. Sorry, I just lost my focus because I have a dog licking me right now. So I do want to talk about the other picture I had that I forgot that's happening right after this. Is where you at? Where you at? Where you at? PCL. There we go. So right here, what I have pulled up is from the PCL. What do you call it? Discord. That they're starting their 4v4 shootout from Pavlov Championship League. Is here. It says, come watch 7 p.m. East. So it is going to start at 6 o'clock Central for me. So within like 10, 15 minutes, they're going to be starting this. What they're doing is that this game is made for 5v5. But basically, since they have no ability to like shoutcast, they don't have the ability. They don't have that. They're testing out a 4v4, and they're trying to show the dev how cool it'd be the C casting in these games. Because I know that when a league comes out, the value, I don't even have it pulled up on my screen. I have some. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Hold up. I'm messing up here. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. So this is what I was talking about. And so, you know, the biggest thing we want in Larcenauts is to have a way to view the game. And I think
yes,
every
that's
dev, when
true.
they start making a game, if they think that it's going to have a competitive scene, that they need to build it within the game as it releases. Because once these games create leagues, people want to see the content. If people see the content, people want to play the game. And so that's what they're doing tonight is that they're doing a tournament. The grand prize is $200. So it is only their gold division, which is their top tier people. So you're gonna be seeing some pretty good matches out of these people. So definitely check that out. That's it tonight. I totally forgot about that.
Mhm.
Oh geez, the sex doll's back up. Get out of here. So there's that, and then there's nothing that I mean. The only news left is that we talked about this last week that Zenith comes
Yes,
out on the
yeah.
27th. You can pre-order it right now. You cannot pre-order on Steam, but you can pre-order on Oculus. You can put it on your wish list. But if you get it on Oculus, you can get it for 10% off right now on the Oculus app.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah,
Okay.
10% off right now. So I think it's selling for 35. I think you can get it
Thir-
for
I thought it was just 30.
30. So 30. I think when
That
I
would
bought it,
be
20,
27,
26, $27, and they got tax on it. I mean, my state
right?
taxes games. I don't know if everyone's state does, but Illinois taxes everyone for everything. So, um,
Right. Ours does too.
yeah.
Colorado.
So you have that coming up within the next 4 months. There is going to be a charity event for NEPA for the NEPA Pro Series. I would actually pull it up. I actually want people to check this out. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yeah, let me pull this up and then I'll switch it over there. So if you're on your computer, if you head over to let's see, if you type in just NEPA VR,
NEPA.
NEPA VR, and then if you go to NEPA VR, there is on the very first link. It should be called www.nepa NEPA
Yep.
VR
VR
Pro.
Pro.
Yes. So I'm gonna share this right now. So this is their website right here. This is the main people that I was talking about that just finished their Pro Series this week. I don't have the brackets. I tried to get it before. Actually, you know what? He might have actually messaged me, then I could actually talk about that. But anyways, in this NEPA Charity Cup. This is happening in St. Louis, and it's the first annual one. If you're near the area or if you're interested in Echo, they're having some of the pro players come out. They're gonna have them there. They're gonna have a tournament, a live tournament for you to watch. And then also, if you enjoy Echo, you can actually go there, but you have to bring your headset, and you can actually enter into a live tournament that's happening the same day. You just bring your quest, you sign up, and you can be in this tournament, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they have areas where you can stay. You can buy the tickets if you just want to go and check it out. The tickets are $0. That's it. And
Wait,
so
so is this a virtual event?
no, this is in St. Louis. You show
Oh,
up,
really?
and it's going to be at Busch Stadium. It's where the Cardinals play. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
so it's going to be a pretty big thing. So I'm definitely going to go to it. So all you have to do is create an account, buy the tickets. So you have to actually buy it, even though it's $0. You still got to put your name in. So basically letting them know that you want to attend. I'm pretty
Like
sure.
an RSVP?
Yeah, like an RV. I don't know if it's ever going to fill up, but with COVID, there might be restrictions on it at some point. Who knows? Um,
Right.
so I definitely, I will have the link for this. I have a lot of links that I'm gonna have to grab today. That's gonna be really exciting. So it's going to be March 18th in St. Louis, Missouri. And yeah, so I'll have the link. Check that out. I'll be there. I'll be repping it. By the time I go there, I will be probably. I'm gonna hand out stickers and stuff. I'm gonna.
Geralt sticker man.
I'm
Look
gonna be the
out.
sticker man. I'm gonna be in my VR podcast T-shirt. Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, we're repping the brand. VR
repping.
Jungle. Check it out. We'll see you guys when you guys show up. Welcome to the podcast, everyone from the future.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll have there's these stickers that are VR codes. So you hand it to the people and it pulls up our link tree, or I can have it pull up uh, a YouTube video. Whatever I want. And so I'll probably have. I already have Havoc stickers that I buy from a company that I'll probably hand out, and then I'll be creating VR Jungle stickers as well.
Mhm.
And then I'll probably make some to stick on places so people can scan it. So that's always fun. But yeah, talking about that, we do have. If anyone would like to support this podcast, we do have shirts out, and everything that is used is to make audio better. Maybe put some clothes on, pickle ostrich. you know,
I could
it's gonna help us update and make this a better enjoyable experience. So let me show what the shirts look like here. How do I even where are you at, store? All right, and I've showed you the shirts, right? And so on here it's kind of weird because since the Streamlab runs through my name,
but
it's like /Geralty. I don't know why it won't let me do VR. Um, like
yeah,
how I
VR
wanted it to be.
Jungle.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever, it's gonna be through Geralty. So I'm gonna show you right now. Where you at? Desktop view. So here are the shirts. We have women's t-shirts. Right now we just have t-shirts. I haven't done the long sleeve. So we have the blacked out monkey version with VR Jungle. You can get it.
Mhm.
Everything on here is $25. We have the full colored version. You can change the color of the shirt, and we also have our Havoc logo shirts out there as well. And then it's the same variant for the women's tees as well. So yeah, check that out. I'll have the link for this for sure. I'll have mine by next week, so I'll be wearing it, and I'm excited to have it because it's a pretty cool logo.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
So I don't think there's nothing else that I really can expand on in the VR world. The news this week was kind of boringish. Not much was happening.
Yeah.
Um, the biggest thing was the end of the NEPA Pro Series, and then we had two matches in our Pavlov team stuff, but we won the first one, lost the second one. But hopefully there's more news. And especially with Zuckerberg being sued. Before we head out, I do want to pull up the NEPA charts really quick and just show people those teams, because the thing about the NEPA stuff that I keep I keep saying this more than any other league is that they have an opportunity of actually being on Sports Center, which is a pretty big deal to have a VR game to be where professional football players and basketballers play at. So have you heard about this, Pickle?
Um, you've told me a little bit about it, but I'm not too educated on it, other than what you've already said, basically.
Yeah, and so it I don't know how much is actually public information. I believe it is public information because the CEO I had on the podcast in the season one, and I believe like these kids, like obviously they have to meet Oculus guidelines, but these kids 13 and up, some of them are making $2,000 a season.
Yeah.
That's not bad for
No, not at all.
a VR game. That I
I'll
think they
take two
split.
grand.
Yeah, $2,000, and the season isn't that long, so and I guess it averaged out that they were getting paid the top players on the team were getting paid $200 a game.
Mhm.
That's not bad for one game out of the week. $200, and then not only that, but they make this seem as if it's actual pro stuff. And I've been trying to get in there. They're eventually gonna like sell two more teams, and I don't know how much I'm gonna expand on that, but I'm gonna definitely try and get my hands on one. Uh,
Yeah.
but if it's outrageously expensive, obviously I gotta be like, hey, no. But so let me pull
Mhm.
up these charts. I wish they had the new ones because I don't know who officially won, and that stinks. Where you at? Where
Yeah.
you at? So have you ever played Echo?
I have. It's like a little hard to get used to.
Yeah.
Like with for me at least. It it's probably the VR game that's given me the most trouble.
The what?
It's given me the most trouble out of any VR game, getting used to it. What I do is I can't throw. My throwing is complete garbage. So I'll like so I'll literally just fly over to someone, grab their ankles and keep punching them in the head.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't play. That's how I play. I just keep punching.
It is enjoyable to punch people in that game, and it's like it was
And
the
then
very first game I played.
you just shield. They can't hit you in the face back.
Yeah, could you imagine never played VR and your very first game is Echo VR, dude? Like I was like flying around because you're 0G, and I'm just like running into stuff. I'm like, holy cow! So what I'm gonna be showing now, and like I said that I wasn't gonna do. Let's see if it'll even show it. I have my Discord pulled up because I think they show everything. So right here is the main chart right here. This one is for the NEPA AAA. This is the I guess like normal sports. They have lower branches from the professional teams. So basically, what's happening here is that I guess the winners of these teams are pulled in, and so they're once they start the next Pro Series league season, this will be the pool of potential new teams that are going to be created. Like I said, there's probably going to be two new teams created, and then they'll could potentially draft these people. So it's just like kind of minor players is what they called, and so they have AA West, and then they have the AAA East. So we won't talk too much about it because the bigger thing is the actual pro teams here. So right here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 pro teams, and so there's 6 in the west side, 6 in the east side, and you could see the tournament bracket that they had here. And so right here is showing that it was Kansas City against the Orlando Cyclones that happened January 22nd, which was yesterday. And so they finished that match, and I know who won this game was the Orlando Cyclones. Took the very first NEPA Pro Series championship, I guess. So I don't
Mhm.
know what that means if if the manager who actually owns the team, because they have managers like actual team managers like who actually
Right.
put forth the fundings to support this team. So I wonder if he's going to get a bonus, or maybe he doesn't have to, pay in, next season. Who knows how that works? Be
Yeah.
interested in finding that out. But yeah, so this is the main thing right here, and so be tuned in for this. They have professional shoutcasters, and there's this one guy that shoutcast. I can't remember his name, but he does TikToks too, and he gets into it, dude. You think like acting like a real game is like going for the West, going right there, right there. And he's like, oh, and it's just like he has these TikToks. And he does a pretty good job at it. And he's like, yeah, I've never done this before. And he goes, I thought it was cool and I did. And he goes, yeah, I just did. And I was like, every video I've seen him doing, I'm like, hey, you did a pretty good job.
Mhm.
Let's close out of that Discord. So yeah, so that's pretty much all the news. We talked about all the leagues going on. We talked about the new logo. Obviously, don't forget about the new logo. Talked about
Yep.
Zenith. Definitely go pre-order if you want a discount on Zenith. Talked about the sex dolls. That was very interesting. I definitely want to expand on that again in a later date when reviews come in. That
Mhm.
and see. I want to know how clean these things are. That's my deepest thought. I want to know. But you have
Yeah,
any?
me too.
Yeah, like they have to use some type of chemical to clean these things. But other than that, we'll this is gonna be scheduled now on YouTube. We finally got the scheduling thing worked, so I will already pre-schedule that. So be on the lookout and you can click like what follow this like alert to watch this for when we go live. It's
Mhm.
gonna be 6 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. But are you gone next week?
I will be gone. I think the week after. Let's see. Yeah, the week after. Wait, is it even? I'm gone from the 9th to the 16th, so the 13th is the week I'll have off. Cause I got it. I'm visiting my lady up in New York, so
Awesome.
that'll be fun.
So
Definitely missing her a little bit, so I'm very excited.
yeah, awesome. So is it? Are you just going? Or is your Naked VR going as well?
Just me.
Just you? Not you don't bring the Naked VR?
No. I was debating on bringing my Quest, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a pain to bring traveling, unfortunately, unless you have the travel case. But I mean, I my travel case won't fit my HTC head strap, so.
Yeah. So that week I'll try and maybe bring on a guest. I'll maybe try and find a guest to come in and
Mhm.
fill your spot. It's not gonna
All
be as
right.
good as the Naked VR, but
Yeah,
so
they need to be. They'll just be closed non VR. Lame. Just kidding.
So yeah, all the discords, all the things we talked about, link in description. Please give us a follow and a like on this video. Give us a description. Tell us if you like the naked man. Like we should get a poll going. Like, do you like the naked VR? You like the nakedness? You like his chiseled abs? You know?
Ooh,
Yeah,
my nice chiseled abs from
yeah,
all those sit-ups I do all day, every day,
yeah.
on that grind.
On the grind. So fill us in the comments, and everyone stay fresh, stay jungly. Look at that monkey, such a fresh monkey. You got any final statements?
Take care, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Have a good
Bye
week,
bye.
everyone. Till we see you on Sunday. Peace.